Hey Virgo. The bottom of the deck is the Five of Cups. So this is mourning the loss of a relationship, a situation. Um, and there is always a time to grieve about certain things. I grieved when I moved. I lived somewhere else for a decade, and there was something magical about that. I was so attached to where I lived, the land I had, the the energy. I don't know. I literally, it's only a couple hours away. I've never driven by it because I'm so still so hard. Like I could start crying. I know, and it's a thing, and that's what I tell myself. It's just a thing. It's a it's fine. And but my point being that I'm grieving over a house, a piece of property, really. I had to grieve that. So there we can grieve all sorts of different things, but it's the emotional feeling of loss, of separation that you didn't want to have happen. And that's really, I sold the house. It wasn't like I lost it or anything, but the decision to move back home. The card says, yeah, that's okay, but to not spend so much time looking back that you miss what's coming into your life, because that that thing that has been left behind is making way for something new to come in, right? What does she write? Trust that there's a reason for everything that happens. Removing yourself from the negative emotions of others. That's this fucking bitch right here. Focusing on that which frightens or worries you. The Lovers. Wow. Making a commitment. The Lovers is, it's knowing to truly be committed to someone or something. If you're truly committed to working out, you have to choose to work out almost every day, right? A high majority of the time. You can't you don't do one push up or run 1 mile and think, oh, there, I did it. But I think that can happen. Sometimes people stand up and get married. Oh, I do. But don't understand that that takes thoughtfulness and commitment on a daily, daily basis. On a majority of the time, you have to be working on that relationship. And of course, it takes two people in a relationship. So you could be working your ass off all the time, and if that other person isn't putting in the effort, you're just wasting energy. So it takes two people to truly be committed to each other. It's tough. But if the two people are, then it's beautiful, right? What's it? True love that is long lasting. Choices made from the heart. A good return to health. So underneath that is this Four of Pentacles, and this is to me, it's a card about boundaries. So someone may be in priorities, and it's Pentacles is a tangible card, so it's money, things, possessions. So this can point to someone their priorities are their things, their money, their possessions. This is what they're fully committed to. This is their priority. And you may not cross the boundary of whatever this is for them. On the flip side, it's also about you creating boundaries yourself and communicating what your values are, what your hard stops are, your hard pass. Like that's just not going to happen with me, and then sticking to it. And um, it's like this person communicates their boundaries very strongly. And I've often found that people who have super strong boundaries, so this is not just setting healthy boundaries in a constructive, healthy way as part of a healthy relationship. This is very ego driven, very selfish, very much like my way or the highway type of energy. What does the card say? Manage your resources wisely, achieve a balance in how you spend and save money, help out those who are less fortunate. This person's not helping out anyone else. I'm going to keep reading here. Libra just had this in the exact same position. This is that creative energy. I feel like whatever situation is going on, you're getting inspiration for a creative project, whether you're channeling it into writing, into really it could be anything. I almost hate to give examples. Art, a plan for the future. It could just be motivating you to really get focused. And whereas in the past, maybe you had all these ideas, but we're never really able to pick one and just stick with it and go for it. Now I feel like that maybe it's that Capricorn energy from the full moon on the 5th. You're picking one and you're laser focused. Something's motivated you about maybe dealing with this type of person, or you're really committing. So, okay, yeah, you're really committing. You're picking something and committing to it. If you've been dating, maybe you've been dating, in the sense, multiple people, and you meet someone and you're just like, oh, okay, I want to explore this and see if this is going to go somewhere, because this person seems to be have the qualities that I'm looking for. Strength card, which is 11 in this deck instead of 8. And I can't remember why they do that, but I have at least a handful of decks that have strength as the 11 card and justice as the 8 card. This is about, I feel like you've connected with someone or a situation that you're willing to put yourself out there, make yourself vulnerable. This could be going for a job. This could be asking someone out. Doing something that seems risky, that involves some sort of risk. So taking a new job in a new city and moving. It doesn't mean anything negative is going to happen. It's one of those things that you just won't, until you're living it and doing it, you won't know how it will work out. So you have to put yourself out there. What does she say? The grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges, the power of kindness and forgiveness. Time to embrace how wonderful you are. That's not really resonating for me for this. What's up with this person? Wow. Okay, justice, balance. You may have something to do with the Libra, because Libra got this card as well, and this is Libra's card. This is bringing things into balance, cutting away injustice, unfairness, selfishness, recognizing those and thinking those have no place in my life. I'm not interested in being someone being with someone that's selfish, that isn't actively committing to me. And the new people I meet and I'm putting myself out there for will also be putting themselves out there for me. It's not going to be a one-sided relationship, business agreement, whatever it is. There has to be some give and take, some flow, some mutual agreements to communicate and work together. Yeah. Take time to review the details carefully. You will win in the end. Fair and objective decisions. I feel like you are making the fair and objective decisions yourself. Like it's up to you. This situation is up to you to make the judgment for yourself. The Page of Swords. So this is communication, correspondence, texting, online communication, emails. Someone may be, if maybe this is a divorce for some of you, this would be like the notice from the court of a court date or a status hearing or something, or to figure out something financial. This could be a contract. This could be, so if you're moving forward with someone, you've found someone that you have the same goals and ideas, and you could be making stuff legal, buying a house together, things like that. Just texting a lot. Said sexting, so maybe you're sexting. Information that can help you, but which may also be difficult to hear. Speaking the truth with kindness. An indigo, child, or an adult. I'm going to pull a few more cards because I don't really know what's going on here. So some of you are extricating yourself, is that the right word, from a very controlling situation. And, Jesus, got the Four of Pentacles again. So yes. So for some of you, it could be someone you were married to. But I do also see a new relationship coming in. Some of you may date, I don't know, it's because of the rainbow. Some of you may start dating, maybe if you used to only date men, you actually meet a woman and may start dating them. The Magician. Understanding that you have everything you need right now to have to manifest the life that you want. There is no waiting to check a box. Oh, when I have this level of job, when I make this salary, when I get married, when I do this, then I'll be able to make the decision, move forward, do whatever. You understand that that's just, you have everything right now, and waiting for something else to come is just, you can manifest the relationship you want right now. Like, there is no waiting. The Five of Cups, you've done the processing and grieving. You don't need to wait anymore. It's almost like someone, you're going to feel like you have to defend this relationship or this decision, because it may not be a relationship. But I feel a real confidence, and it's actually, I put it not even on purpose over the Strength card. Maybe, I don't know, someone in your life maybe, like, remember their opinion of what your choices are, your choice, right? So here's the choices. Is based on their experience, their ego, their fear, their comfort with with the situation from their perspective, not necessarily yours. So sometimes just recognizing that if someone reacts like, "What? You're doing what? That's not going to work out." Someone comes at you with all sorts of negative things. That's more their fear. Maybe they wish they could do something like that, but it's they don't have the strength to do it, and so somehow it's threatening, and it brings out a negative judgment from them. But the Seven of Wands says no is a complete sentence. You do not need to explain your decisions to anyone. And it doesn't mean you have to be a jerk about it, but don't don't over explain. Don't take responsibility for how someone reacts for a decision that you make for your life. Okay? Does that make sense? Yeah, it makes sense. Here's the Page of Swords again. Wow. You may need to block someone because I mean, I strongly see this new love coming in with this Two of Cups, and someone who's like really didn't try when they had you is going to really be feeling super possessive and not want to let you go. Even though you're not even theirs anymore, I feel like they are not going to take kindly to you moving on, because everything's about them. So you moving on when you're not with them together is still going to be about them. So you're going to need to block them, and I think you're immune to their emotional manipulation at this point, and try not try. Maybe in the past you used to be like, still somehow take responsibility, and why do they do that? And now you're just going to realize it's not logical. There's some sort of pathology here, and I am not responsible for their reactions. I don't think anyone's responsible for dealing with myself. So, that's on them. We're all adults here, and not allowing that past experience to taint this beautiful new relationship or situation. Oh, here's where all the sex is happening. Yes. Oh my God. Yeah. Whew. My sweet summer. Okay. Enjoy. 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 Thanks for watching. Bye.